I'm looking at. So slope, the lesson today is on slope, but if since you're the only one here, we can talk about anything you want, but I can do a little bit of slope work and then answer other questions if you have some. So slope is a way to describe the angle of a line. If you have, like, here's a graph. If you have a line like this, look at my cool piece of spaghetti here.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a line like that piece of spaghetti going uphill, that's got a positive slope.
Yeah.
If you have a line going downhill from left to right,
Like,
that's a negative slope. If it's horizontal like that, that's a zero slope. The slope is just a way to describe how steep the line is. What the slope does, it explains how much it goes up for every one box it goes over. So if I had, like, here, if I have something like this, see the dots there?
mm-hmm.
If I drew in a line here, the slope, this looks like it goes up 2 for every 1 it goes over, kind of like a stair step.
2/1.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be 2/1?
Yes, it is. A lot of students remember rise
Over
over
one.
1. Yeah. So it rises up 2 for every 1 it goes over, up 2 for 1 over, up 2 for 1 over. Yeah, good. So slope, and if you had a steeper slope, if it went up 3 for every 1 over, it would be a steeper line than the one I drew there. Or if you had one that went 1 for 1, it'd be less steep. If it's going down, it'll be a negative slope.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are looking for slope, you can get slope a couple of ways from a table. If you look at this table right here, I made an XY table. When I look at this table, I can see that this side it's counting by ones. This is the over, so it's going over 1. This side over here is the up and down side, the vertical. It's going up 5 from 10 to 15. It goes up 5. So the slope here would be 5/1. The blue that I put here is the rise. The red is the run. If you look at, here's another one. If I look at this one, it's not rising, it's sinking. From 10 to 6, it goes down 4. From 6 to 2, it goes down 4. 2 to -2, it goes down 4. -2 to -6, it goes down 4. And on this side, it's going up by 1. From 6 to 7, it goes up by 1. And 7 to 8, it goes up by 1. So the slope is -4/1. It goes down 4 for every 1 it goes over. And a lot of times when you have a table, they don't count by ones, but you still can do the same thing. If I look at this table right here, from 3 to 11, that's going up 8, 11 to 19, up 8, 19 to 27, yep, up 8. Every step here, it goes up 8. On the X side, this is going up by 2. It's not going by ones. From 6 to 8, it goes up 2. So the slope is going to be 8/2. I can just say that's 4/1 if I want.
Mm-hmm.
Same here. This one going up by 3. So it's going to be 3 over, and on this side, the table's counting by 5s. So the slope is 3/5. Okay, so that's one of the lessons is slope when you look on a graph and slope when you look from a table. If you've got a graph there, you can just count the rise over the run. It sounds like you know what you were doing on that. If you have a graph, draw one in here. Let's see, I'll go here, from here to here. From there to there, the slope here is up 1, 2, 3. It goes up 3 and it runs over 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. If you have a downhill line, let's see, I go from here to here. This one sinks 1 and it runs over 1, 2, 3, 4. So the slope is negative 1/4. Negative goes downhill. Okay, so you can get the slope from a table, you can get slope from a graph, you can get slope from a word problem. Here's an easy one. It says Karen has $200 in the bank and withdraws $10 every week. So when I think about this, I set up a table already, weeks and money. At week 0 right now, $200. After 1 week, if Karen withdraws $10, it's going to be $190. Goes down by 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
After
180.
2 weeks, 180. It's a pretty easy pattern, isn't it? After 3 weeks, 170. After 4 weeks, 160. So when I look at this, clearly going down 10 every time. That's what the word problem said. And over here on this side, it's counting by ones. That makes it easy to see what the slope's going to be. The change here is down 10 every 1 week. So the slope is negative 10 over 1. It says it right here, withdraws, that's the negative, $10 every week. When you have a word problem, the slope is always the rate. It's the rate of increase, or in this case, the rate of decrease. Okay, let's see, what else is, oh yeah. And sometimes you just have points and you want to find the slope. You can use a formula, the slope formula, M for slope, I think you remembered that too, is x2 minus x1 divided by y2 minus y1.
Yep.
That's just a fancy way of saying the coordinates. If I want to find the slope between these 2 points, oh wait, I have this upside down. Man, I started doing it right here and I looked back at that formula. It's slope equals y2 minus y1, it's the y's on top, over x2 minus x1. So it's 7 minus 6 on top.
And 5 minus
5
3
on bottom. So it's 1/2. The slope, if I got out a graph and graphed those, the slope would be 1/2. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. It's just, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Did the camera freeze?
Yeah, it did freeze.
Oh, well, shoot. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, now it's back. Can you see it again? Okay. So here's, look at one of these harder ones. I can tell you're ready for a harder one. So I've made a bunch of easy examples because a lot of people have trouble with this, but I can tell you've got it pretty smart here. So on this one, it's tougher because we have the negatives, but if I want to find the slope, it's y minus y. So 4 minus -1 divided by x, this x minus this x. -3 minus 4.
The 4 minus
what you-
-1 would turn into a 4 plus 1,
Smart
right?
girl. 5. Yes, you're right. 5 divided by and -3 minus 4. That goes farther negative. -7. When you've got a negative on a fraction, it can stay on the bottom, it can go on the top, or a lot of people would write it right in the middle, -5/7. It doesn't really matter where that sign is, but you do have to show it there.